Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome to Friday Favorites and Flops. I hope you all had a really good week. I had a pretty good week myself. Stila is finally back on a regular school schedule. The weather has been a little bit of a hindrance to her getting to school for the last few weeks, and so I am thankful that we are back to our beautiful Pacific Northwest rain. I do love snow, don't get me wrong, I think it's super fun, but when you live in an area that's not really prepared to deal with snow, it gets to be, it's a little dicey out there, so they just cancel school for days and days on end. But I'm very thankful to have her back in school. Anyway, I have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Also, as always, everything will be linked. I'm going to start with a hair product because I'm stoked about this. Okay, I purchased this from Ulta. It is the Pravana The Perfect Blonde Purple Toning Shampoo and Conditioner. So I purchased this in the hopes that it would be just as amazing as my beloved Nisant Purple Toning Shampoo and Conditioner. And you guys, I have found it. I have found something that is just as good. This isn't cheaper, but here's the thing, it's more readily available to me because I can just drive to Ulta and pick it up. Like if I don't think to order the Nisant, sometimes I'll be out of it for a few weeks and then I'll be like, I miss my purple, toning stuff. My hair it's naturally gray. If you're new to my channel, this is my natural hair color. And I really do have to use quite a bit of either purple or blue shampoo and conditioner to maintain the ashy tone to this. My hair can tend to get brassy pretty quickly, so I have to use a lot of purple shampoo and conditioner. And these two are amazing, you guys. They are insanely pigmented. I mean, this shampoo is, I'm not gonna lie, it gets the shower pretty messy, and you wanna make sure, is it gonna come up? Can you see how purple that is? It's nuts. It's really, really pigmented. You're gonna wanna like shower everything off after you're done with the shower because you will have purple stains if you get like foam on the walls or whatever, but it works insanely well, you guys, and it's super gentle. I really like Pravana. Back when I first started going gray and I had my hairdresser help me transition from blonde to gray, she used Pravana to help me transition my hair. So anyway, it's a great line. Like I said, the price and the amount that you get is very similar to the Nisant, but this might be a little bit more convenient than having to order the Nisant from Amazon. So there's that. Anyway, love these. If you have blonde hair, gray hair, or you have brownish hair that can tend to get brassy, you must try this. It takes all the brass away. It just really does. By the way, I do finally have a flop this week. Not that I look for things to like fail in my life, but I did use something that I was kind of like, oh yeah, I don't actually really like this. But let's talk about nail polish because I never, ever paint my nails. In all the years that those of you who have been with me for a while have been watching, you know that I just do not paint my nails because my nails are always in really rough shape. I'm a wedding florist. My hands are constantly in and out of chemicals and in water and, just tore up. So I don't paint my nails. However, I recently started using a product that a company sent to me, and I can't tell you about it quite yet because they haven't released it yet, but it has changed my nails to where I don't even know where these nails came from, but they're amazing. I'll share what the product is in February. They're set to release it in February. But since my nails are in better shape, I was like, maybe I will paint them with this beautiful Butter London nail polish that I got in my Boxycharm in December. I really like Boxycharm because it kind of forces me to try things that I wouldn't necessarily normally try. But this is the color Ruby Murray, and I will see if I can obviously link this down below. Now, I've had this on for a good 5-6 days at this point, I think, and it is starting to chip, but that doesn't surprise me. I'm really rough on my hands. I go to the gym 6 days a week. My hands are constantly in and out of water doing dishes. I'm not really doing a whole lot of wedding flowers right now, but I'm pretty tough on my hands, to be totally honest. But this, I think, held up like a rock star. There's a little bit of wear right around the tip on my right hand, which is my dominant hand. But really on my left, like, it's perfect. Whoop, there's a little chip there that I just noticed. That must have happened this morning. But this is really great nail polish. I'm no nail polish connoisseur, but I really like this color and I really like this formula. I mean, if it can last on my nails for more than like 2 days, that's a winner. So really like that. I've got some lip products to share with you. So what I have on my lips right now is, and this is so cheap, you must find this. This is available at Ulta. This is the Cute Nude Sheer Lipstick, Sheer and Shine Lipstick from Essence. So I think this is $2.99. This is so cheap, but it's just a really pretty pinky nude. So I have this on, and this I can just slap on because it's honestly, if you go a little bit outside of your lip line, it's not gonna look like crazy. It'll be easy enough to wipe away because this isn't very pigmented. It's more of a balm than anything else with a hint of color. But what I'm wearing on top of it is kind of, I think, what really makes this a little bit more polished is the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brûlée. I love these NYX Butter Glosses. I would have to say some of my favorite lip glosses, period, high-end, drugstore, are definitely these butter glosses. I don't hear people talking about them much anymore because I think the hype has died down and everyone has moved on to liquid lipsticks. But these honestly really rock my world. I love them. I have several in like the more neutral pinky shades. I think they're amazing. They smell good, they last decently long, and I really like this combination together. Like I said, that's what's on here right now, so if you're curious, that's what it is. Another combo was, oddly enough, the Creme Brûlée paired with Pink Chocolate from Too Faced. This is one of the La Creme lipsticks. This is a beautiful, it's a berry shade. It's quite dark. However, if I put a little bit of the Creme Brûlée, it tones it down. This is, oh, it's such a pretty color. It's not crazy opaque, but it definitely looks like you're wearing some lipstick when you put this on, which is a little bit different for me, but it's beautiful for this time of year. And if you want to tone it down just a little bit, the Creme Brûlée was perfect for doing that. Love those two. And I'm gonna wipe that off before I get it on my shirt and or my pants. Blush. I've been using these little mini Love Flush blushes from Too Faced. Baby Love and Love Hangover were my go-tos this week. Today, what am I wearing today? I think it's actually, I think I may have mixed these. Yeah, I mixed these today. So today I have a mixture of the Baby Love and the Love Hangover. Not that you can really see my blush all that well. I sit in front of a really bright window, which is great because in some ways it makes the colors more true, but on my face it can kind of tend to wash me out a little bit. But Baby Love is a really pretty nude, and Love Hangover is a very pretty, just neutral pink. They're gorgeous in and of themselves. What's really wonderful about these, more than the colors, honestly, is that my cheeks don't eat the blush. I have really oily skin despite being 38 years old. My skin's still crazy oily, and when the oil starts to come through, it will literally make blush and everything else on my face disappear if the formulas are not made to stand up to oily skin. These stand up to oily skin. They're a little bit more expensive, obviously, than most like drugstore options, but they're beautiful colors, they're pigmented, and they last. And if something's gonna last, I would actually, when I run out of these guys, I will purchase the full size of these. I think they're an amazing deal. The Edun, now that I know how to pronounce it, Ultimate Volume Buildable Care Mascara is a video that I did. I did a video on this earlier this week, and I really like this mascara a lot, you guys. Idun, sorry, I'm really trying hard to not screw up the pronunciation of this. Idun is a mineral line, so all of their products are, they're a little bit more natural. They don't have a lot of the chemicals in them that a lot of, you know, mainstream cosmetics companies do. I tend to be a sucker for mineral makeup. This is a Swedish company from what I remember, and I really like this mascara. I got the mascara off of Octoly, but you can purchase it from the Idun website, and I think they actually are having either a 20 or 25% off sale right now, so worth checking out. This mascara is beautiful, you guys. It is a little bit more wet to start with. It's a natural bristle brush, but it builds volume like crazy, and I really have been loving this week. I tend to like to layer my mascaras with other mascaras to see how crazy I can get my lashes. I don't wear false lashes, so I really rely on mascara to make it look like I got something going on my eyes. And this one's wonderful. I said in my video, so many people giggled at this, but I said it smelled like wet rocks, because it really does. It's obviously the minerals in there, but anyway, I'm a rock sniffer. Sounds awful. I take that back. I'm not a rock sniffer. But let's talk about eyeshadow. I've gotten a lot of compliments on my eye looks as of late, and honestly what I've been using in my last several videos that you've probably seen have been from either of these two palettes. The first is the Naked Basics 2, and I've just been mixing all of these shades. Like, I'll dip a little bit in Primal, a little bit in Cover, and then I'll put that in my crease. And then I'll put either Skimp or Stark on the lid. Or I'll mix a little bit of Undone and Primal together and put it in the crease and put either of these two on my lid. So very basic, very simple. I love this palette. This is one that I would absolutely never want to be without. I like the formulation of these matte shades, and they just apply beautifully, so love that. This is no longer technically available. Stila as a brand still is, and but they've repackaged their eyeshadow palettes, and there's a lot of dust in here. This kicks up some dust when you're using it, by the way. But if you happen to have this in your collection like I already did, a lot of what I've been putting in my crease from this palette is the color Rain and Smoke. So, oh, and I just totally took a dip out of that, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. So Clay and Rain I've been putting in my crease, and then I've been using the Ebony shade as my liner. I really like using a darker powder eyeshadow as my liner lately because it's softer, it's a little bit more diffused, and honestly it doesn't melt into the corners of my eye here the way that a more traditional liner can, so that's been great. I've been using Wind and Air on my lid. This is a nice palette. If you already have this, maybe think about busting it out and using it. The shadows are really nicely pigmented, and I mean, I don't know anything about Stila's eyeshadows these days because I haven't purchased from Stila for quite some time for an obvious reason, but this I've had, and it's a good palette, so I'll use it until it's no more. But let's talk about my flop. Okay, I hate even saying this is a flop because Derma E did send this to me. They were nice enough to send me a couple of products to try. The first was a nail and like facial and body oil, and then this is their Derma E Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Now, Derma E, I think as a line is something that I want to try more from, so I'm gonna put them on my list of things to purchase more from. However, this particular product didn't work for me for one main reason, and that is the amount of fragrance that is in here. I've started using this mostly just on my neck and my chest at this point because it is so highly fragranced. It has a really nice consistency. It is more of a lotion type of consistency versus like a runny serum, which most hyaluronic acids tend to be. and it absorbs really nicely. But the smell, you guys, it has a really strong plumeria type of floral scent. It is, I mean, my nose is still pretty stuffy from my cold, but I can smell this. And it just is really strong to put on my face. Like, I can smell it for a long time after putting it on my face, and I just don't care for quite that much fragrance in my skincare that I'm putting on my face. I'm obviously a person that is obsessed with fragrance in so many different kinds of ways, but when it comes to skincare for the face, I just don't necessarily see the purpose in putting a lot of excessive fragrance into a skincare product for that particular area. Body, fine. Face, I'm just not into it. So even though I like what this does in terms of hydration, you know, like I said, I've been putting it on my neck and my chest, and it's great, but it's almost like I'm wearing a perfume when I'm wearing this, and it tends to linger, and that's really the only reason that this is going to be a flop for me. I'll continue to use it finished because it's, like I said, it's a nice hydrating product. And if it didn't have the fragrance, I would slather this all over my face, quite frankly. But I'm just so surprised at just the sheer amount of fragrance that is in this. If I can just, okay, you guys get it. It's scented. But Derma E is a great line. They are 100% vegan. They're GMO-free. They're eco-ethical. And they are cruelty-free brand as well. So if this is a line that you haven't looked into, I'm going to look into them a little bit further because I do want to try more from them. But this was just a flop for me. So we'll see about some of their other things if they are just as fragranced. Hopefully not. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions down below. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.